and watch the chef cook.
You own 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you own 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you own 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you own 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Yeah, I'm from the 17.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, before we get into the meat and potatoes, PhillySportsTrips.com Week 3. I've been talking about it. You already know. Get the link in the description if you want a chartered ride from the Philadelphia area down to FedEx Field to see the Philadelphia Eagles live in action against the Washington Commanders as we go down there and, you know, we take care of business and get that dub. A lot of crazy stuff is going on. I'll have a lot of announcements today for the live stream, but one thing I do want to talk to you about real quick, I got a fire track coming out. Me and my guy D'Angelo Xavier, it's actually been submitted to a contest, so I'm going to give you guys the link for that so you can vote. The track is called Rap Mastermind. It's coming out next Friday. Fire bars, you know how we do it. Let's get into this pre-game, you know, this is a little taste of how we feel, you know, our preseason finale should go today against the Miami Dolphins. Now, in terms of, you know, starters, I feel like the first unit defense and the first unit offense need to play at least a quarter tonight. I think it's important that the starters get some time in live game action for the finale simply because this is the last preseason game and we didn't get a go at, you know, the Dolphins, you know what I mean, for that day 2 of joint practice. We only had the day 1 to go off. So, you know, competition against, against other people other than, the guys that wear the same uniform as us, you know what I mean? We need to get that in one more time before, the season kickoff. So I'm all for that. Now, how should the offense look? In my opinion, you could take some of the training wheels off. We don't have to be as vanilla, but you don't got to show your cards. I want to see some deep shots down the field from all of the quarterbacks tonight. I want them to get into the throwing motion or throwing down deep. So far, camp, Jalen Hurts has been throwing deep in camp. He's hit guys with 50-yard bombs in practice, stuff like that. But, in the game, Jalen Hurts has been disciplined enough to take what the defense is giving him. I liked his 6-for-6 performance, on the first drive getting into the end zone. I liked it. It was controlled, against the Jets. It was controlled. It was it was faster, it was quicker, it was being processed. It was just a good quarterback taking what the defense was giving him. Now, Jalen Hurts has also took some risks this camp. They've reported a lot about tight window throws, so I think the development is there. I just think more reps with the first unit would be, fantastic. Who do you expect to see at the RB1 position today? I don't know who's going to be the running back with the first unit. Miles Sanders still dealing with that hamstring. That's something that, kind of concerns me going into the season. So far, it seems like he's going into the season not 100%, and that should give a lot of guys, some room to get some more touches back there. So you might see Gainwell out there first, so you might see Boston Scott out there with the first team. Don't be alarmed by that. I just want to see Smitty, and I want to see A.J. Brown on the field at the same time in this finale. I want to see some other tight ends other than Goddard getting some work. I expect Goddard to not have that big of a workload. Goddard has had a great camp, but, have him out there seriously too, then you can pull Goddard. Like Fletch and those guys, have them out there seriously too, then you can pull them. You know what I mean? This need to be a game where, Jordan Davis plays a lot this game. I want to see Jordan Davis and Kobe Dean play like a whole half or the whole second half, something, 3 quarters. I want to see them really get their feet wet. I want to see Jaquiski Tartt continue to get some time as well, Marcus Epps. So, I'm excited. Now, as far as Sirianni and play calling and all of that go, I'm not really concerned with that because this is not a regular season game. Now, when you talk about the defense, I felt like, the second unit didn't really show a lot. You know what I mean, against the Jets. I felt there were some depth concerns brought to our attention, after Slay and after Bradbury, when you're talking about the cornerbacks as well. So I want to see some of these young guys, like Josh Jobe has been showing up. You know what I mean? Zach McPherson, man, the team seems to like him a lot, but you don't really hear nothing bad or good about him. That's the sign of a guy that's doing his job. You know what I mean? He ain't getting no cookie for doing his job. And he's doing his job by believing that. But I want to see guys like Kayvon Wallace get some time, make some impact plays, Sean Bradley, because these cuts are coming next week and you never know how these things go or how these situations can go. So it's a lot of stuff to take into consideration, with this preseason game. It's important, man. A lot of guys are fighting for roster spots. We got a lot of cornerbacks. You know what I mean? Mario Goodrich. You know what I mean? Josh Jobe seems to be the standout from the undrafted free agents. We saw in the press conference when Nick Sirianni talked about Minshew and signing it, he didn't even mention Carson Strong. So is Carson Strong going to be going to the practice squad? I could really see us making him a developmental piece and sending him out there to the practice squad. This is also a big day for guys like Devin Allen, Deion Kane. This is a big day for a lot of these guys. So, I'm not mad if Deion Kane gets the same amount of playing time as Jalen Reagor or Devin Allen as well, because if Devin Allen can stretch the field like that again, you know what I mean? Devin Allen is making a strong case for, having one of these practice squad. For one of these roster spots. Deion Kane as well. I think Deion Kane is a great compliment to the wide receiver room we already have, as well as I think the same about Devin Allen. So it's a lot of spots up for grabs, man. It's a lot of people who could be, potentially, changing their lives with, getting the roster spot this year. And this is the thing, man. We would have been able to give a guy a roster spot if we would have had a major injury. Well, I think we do have our tight end Tyree Jackson on the PUP list, so that frees up a roster spot. But I think we've already taken that into accountability, man. So it is what it is, man. We're going to see how this goes. I'm excited. I know this is a big day for a lot of people. Like, my main thing is seeing Jalen Hurts in the first team offense and seeing the first team defense play at least a quarter. You know what I mean? They need to get acclimated to it. Let me know what you would like to see. Let me know what you think in the comments. The season is coming. A lot of dope artists, a lot of dope artwork getting sent to me, man. I'm going to have a link for the description for the artist that makes these amazing game day mugs. This is crazy, man. I mean, great work, man. I always thought that the Eagles fan base has some of the most creative fans in the National Football League, and I haven't been proven wrong yet. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Make sure you tune in at 6:30. I will be going live for the game. We will be at least streaming at least the first half, possibly the whole game. You know what? I'm going to call Mike and see if we can co-stream. I think that would be, a movie in itself. But let me know what y'all think in the comments.